Purefoods, Talk and Text, Game 4. Purefoods will be playing with their backs against the walls. Time to pull out all the stops. So it is going to be Bowles taking on Johnson, jumping it up center court inside a smart Araneta Coliseum. And Johnson of the Talk and Text Club of Texters will have first crack of this matchup. First quarter, hatid sa atin ang Motolite for Express atid service. Call 370-6686.
But this is interesting. Usually when somebody is really unstoppable, ito ang sinasabi ni Mark Pingris, kukunin ko yan. Early on, nakita natin Pingris against Castro on the one-on-one defense.
Mintis ang Talk and Text sa kanilang unang atake. Yap, may tanga ng bola. Did not see action in the fourth quarter back in game number 3. Getting the start once again here in game number 4. Melton on the move. Pulls up on top of Castro. And Justin Melton gets the star. Hot shots on the board. Castro against Pingris. Katulad na banggit ni Coach RG. Pupunta sila kay Deo Campo. Fonacher back to RDO. 9 seconds to shoot para sa mga naka-asul. Larry for a 3. Couldn't send it home. Yap para sa board.
Well, the defense of Purefoods really is designed that every time somebody tries to attack the basket, it's automatic collapse, automatic help. They were not successful challenging outside shooters in game 3. But tonight, 2 outside shots were both covered by Purefoods.
Bowles mula sa labas. Mintis ang unang dekada niya. Castro nagtawid ng bola. Melton right in front of him. Looks like Purefoods wants to give him different looks every time down the floor. Ivan Johnson, three-pointer is a miss. Melton para sa board.
So all 3 shots, low percentage shots in tonight's game. 0 out of 3 from the three-point area. But of course, you cannot say that it's low percentage if it's Talk and Text. Remember, they shot 59% from the three-point area in game 3.
Pingris may tangan. Medyo nangangawit na yung bench ng Talk and Text, ha? Ugali po nila yan. Nakikita nyo sa ibabaw ng screens nyo, hindi sila umupo hanggat hindi nakaka-score yung 5 nila sa sahig. Yun yung oneness nila, no? Pakikisama sa 5 nilang naglalaro.
And as far as Purefoods is concerned, they want the same thing. Nakatayo itong mga lalaro ng Talk and Text. They've done a tremendous job at least making stops in the first 3 attempts.
3-0 na, nasa ating talaan. Denzel Bowles. Second free throw, likewise in. Makabutas na ba ang Talk and Text sa attacking ito? 2 minuto na po, mahigit ang lumilipas. Dito sa game number 4. Castro has the bounce on him this time around. Castro down the middle, kicks it over. Washington from the corner. Ayaw pa rin talaga para dito sa tropa. Babalik ang bola sa Purefoods.
Another thing that we want to see is the way Purefoods will defend the pick and roll on Jason Castro. We've seen it. Itong pick and roll involving Pingris and Devance, it's an automatic switch. So kung ganito, makikita din natin na hindi makakuha ng open look si Castro dahil matangkad pareho yung bumapantay sa kanya.
Yeah, down the middle. Switching hands in midair. Di lang kumagat yung papektos niya. Here comes Castro. Melton on him. Castro trying to explode to the basket. Huli ni Melton. Huli rin si Ivan Johnson. Devance playing point forward now. Bibigay kay Yap. Iikot nila kay Melton. They go cross court over the Bulls. Pupunta sana kay Devance kaso hindi na-expect ni JDV yung pasa. Fonacher over at the other end. Down the middle to Johnson for the jam. May kasama bang foul.
This time they made sure it's not going to be an outside shot. They made a good defensive stop on the other end. They pushed the ball and Ivan Johnson is simply unstoppable in the open court.
Time to shine move natin yan. Natin sa atin ng Rain or Shine Sunroof Plus Roof Paint. Make your roof durable and shiny with Rain or Shine Sunroof.
Sabi ng mga manlalaro ng Talk and Text, guys coming off the bench, salamat. Makakaupo na kami.
Mahigit 3 minuto bago nakabutas dito ang tropa. Pero what a way to get themselves on the board. Couldn't get more emphatic than that. Johnson rebounds that Bowles miss. Here comes Castro, stop and pop. Jason Castro buries the 3. At sabi niya ng PLDT Home Telpad, upgrade to a PLDT Home Telpad plan now.
Lessons must be learned. If it's Jason Castro dribbling the ball down, even in transition, you have to step on the white line if you're defending him, because his confidence is just so high that he will launch that shot even without rebounders.
6-0 run na to para dito sa tropang Texters. Melton trying to dig deep to elude the defense, was fouled. Tutungo siya sa ating free throw line for 2 shots.
What is obvious here for Purefoods is they're getting the locals involved in the scoring. Previously in the first 3 games, it has been Denzel Bowles dominating the scoring pie. 41 points per ball game. And ito si James Yap, 14. But ito si PJ, 11.
Melton's free throws, hatid sa atin ng Smart. Live more. Split mula dito kay Justin will bring them to win 1. More importantly, that stops this onslaught by the tropang Texters. They tried to go to Washington. Gustong sukatin yung depensa sa poste ni Yap. Washington digs deep. Devans para sa rebound. Joe being bothered here by Jay Wash. Yap over to Melton. Ponachera right in front of him. Yap with a pick. Melton with some space. Will pull up from the elbow. Oh! Denzel Bowles bringing the pain.
So at least in the last 3 possessions for Purefoods, they were not looking for Denzel on the initial attack. So they're waiting for the locals to take that shot, but he will always be ready to get the offensive rebound.
Castro now has Bowles switching over to him. They want Johnson at the post. Castro gets it out to Johnson. Perimeter jumper is a miss. Bowles para sa board.
The bother or the hand up, that is what is obvious now. Every time they defend Jason Castro, it's not like their arms are all the way down. Even Bowles, we can see it. He was defending Castro with a hand up, forcing him to penetrate instead of taking shots inside. Or outside, rather.
Johnson snatches away that rebound. Castro stepping on the gas. Sabay Pepreno. They reset with Jason. He puts up a long one. Bang! Hatid pa rin sa atin ang PLDT Home Telpad. Upgrade to a PLDT Home Telpad plan now.
Nakataas naman yung kamay ni Pingris ron. Tinirahan pa rin eh. Siguro mas malapit pang depensa ang kinakailangan. 2 out of 3 from the 3-point area for Jason here in the first quarter.
Bowles in trouble. Out to Melton. He's got that space. Binibigay talaga sa kanya ni Castro, but Justin Melton, after that first make, has failed to add to his total. Castro once again starting to burn the star hot shots once again.
This guy is averaging 53% from the 3, 54% from the 2, 80% from the free throw line. So we really have to defend this guy every time he has that ball.
Talk about being on a hot streak. Ito si Jason Castro. No, walang sinasayang masyadong mga tira in this semi-final round. Nasa sa kanya na naman ang bola. Pupunta kay Johnson for a 3. Ivan misses. Devans clears it para dito sa Star Hotshots. 11-7. Apat ang abante rito ng tropa. Bowles against Washington. Denzel faking that pass, will pull up. Bowles failing to deliver. Ponachera to Castro, 3 kalaban, mag-aantay ba? Inagambala siya dito ni Melton. Ponachera asking for it. Bowles looking to close out on that 3-point line. Ranidel flashing, 18-footer, Mintis, Yap rebound. Less than 5 minutes now remaining in this first frame. Pingris puts it on the floor, goes to the one-hander, and the Pinoy Sakuragi delivers.
So once in a while, you'll see Mark Pingris looking at the rim and try to attack the defender. He wants to make sure na hindi lang fresh offensively itong si Ranidel de Ocampo. Kailangan once in a while magtrabaho rin sa depensa.
Pingris scoreless in game 2 but came up with 10 points in game number 3. Sobra yung pasa ni Ponachera, papunta sana kay Washington.
That might be a trap. Washington being guarded by James Yap. For Purefoods, they want that because Washington really is known to be a face-up player rather than a back-to-the-basket attacker.
Denzel Bowles fouled on the way to the cup. Pulled through to the line for 2 shots. Pero bago yan, meron muna tayong timeout.
Para sa Game 4, siguradong maraming nakaabang na mga fans mula sa magkabilang kampo kung paano ang magiging adjustments ng Purefoods para ma-extend ang serye. According kay Coach Richard, kailangan lang daw nilang simulan by not adhering to the pace of TNT. They should be smart enough to know when to run and when to slow down to dictate the tempo. Maalagwahan man daw sila pagdating sa shooting, they should not break down defensively and get frustrated at mag-shortcut na lamang sa mga plays. Disiplina at pagsunod pa rin sa sistema are necessary. But looking at things positively, natalo lang naman daw sila ng 4 na puntos. It's just really a matter of tightening the screws with better composure and focus, playing not as heroes but as a team with Grand Slam history. Balik sa inyo.
Pero yun nga, Erica, no, when you look at the numbers, halftime pa lang ng game number 3, 63 points na, tsaka 60 points ang nai-score na magkalaban. E pagka ganun nga ang klaseng scoring game, alam mo, yamado to ng tropa.
That is why it's very important for Purefoods to control the tempo. They cannot run with this Talking Tex team because Talking Tex likes that rhythm. They will score on fast breaks and layups and also on 3-point shot. That is where they get their rhythm.
And so far, after that Denzel Bowles block and 24-second violation called on the tropa, 11-10 lang nasa ating talaan. Itong pwede mo sabing, itong gustong rhythm ng hot shots.
Yes, they don't have the same scorers as Talking Tex. They don't shoot that much from the 3-point area. That is why it is hard for them to win a high-scoring contest.
Big miss. Couldn't control that rebound. Babalik dito sa TNT ang possession. As Coach Jong Wichico has now gone with Kevin Alas, pinalitan muna si Jason Castro.
Kevin was actually the hero in Game 2 with those back-to-back 3-pointers.
10 points in the fourth quarter ang binuhos niya. And as we remind everybody na sa 100 pesos HD signal load, you can now enjoy 26 channels. Kasama rin dito ang paborito mong shows tulad ng PBO at Disney. With Signal, mura na, may HD pa.
Finally, a shot on that matchup. Itong si Washington was able to score against James Yap. But out of the 4 attempts, he was able to score only 1. So it's a 25% effectivity on that particular play. For Purefoods, they will still take it.
Melton now with a total of 5 points. Opening bucket, 1 free throw plus that jumper. That will bring them to within 1. 2.5 minuto natitira sa ating unang yugto. Washington has gone back-to-back. This time it's a 3.
That is more like it because Washington really loves to move. He is tall but he is mobile. James has to do a better job defending itong si Jay Washington.
Kanina sa posting nga nila dineder si Washington. This time around, nakukuha na niya yung perimeter game niya. Melton na naman, slashing through. Huli ka ni Kevin Alas. That should send us into this next timeout. 2:08 remaining in the first quarter. It is Talking Tex by 4, 16-12. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this opening quarter of game number 4. The Purefoods star hot shots. Locates James Yap. What a pass mula dito kay Bowles.
So Denzel Bowles is not just looking at the rim. Yes, he's attempting 27 times, but most of the time, at least in the first 3 games, isang beses pa lang sila nanalo. Now, he wants to be a facilitator at some segments in the game, and he did a tremendous job there with that assist pass.
Alas misses on that long one. Melton in the front court, binabanggit mo nga, no? Yung 27 attempts na ito ni Denzel Bowles, as we remind everybody to power up with Cobra during crunch time. Last 2 minutes of this first quarter is brought to you by Cobra Energy Drink. Gusto ko ba? Denzel Bowles delivers once again. The guy is averaging 41 points per game dito sa semis. Ang problema, Coach RG, pagdating ng fourth quarter, 6 points a game lang siya. Yung 35 nun o yung bulto ng average niya, first 3 quarters niya nakukuha.
He just gets tired. The number of attempts that he does in the first 3 quarters and now is also tasked to defend. Ito si Ivan Johnson, mauubos talaga siya at kung tira siya ng tira, hindi ma-involve ang kanyang mga teammates, mamumroblema talaga siya pagdating sa fourth quarter.
Yun yung tinatawag na mangangawit ang kilikili mo sa katitira. Devon Smetangan, pupunta kay Melton. Justin, dancing with Alas. Pupunta ulit kay Bowles. Back to Melton. 3-pointer on the way. Pintis nga lang. We come up on half a minute remaining in quarter number 1.
Melton has taken so many attempts here in the first quarter. He's really tasked to be another scorer for this team.
Alas. looking at Washington because Melton has switched over to him. They go to the corner with Aban. 3 to shoot para sa tropa. Alas has to shoot this one mula sa Farmers pa. Mintis nga lang ang resulta. Last shot time. Melton's gotta go. Hail Mary ni Justin. Foul before the attempt, says the referees. So 9/10 of a second remaining in this first quarter. Simon and Malyari making their way into this game. Melton at Yap ang magpapahingan. Catch and shoot. JDB hinigop ng ring yun.
First 2 points in the ball game for JDB. He's only averaging 5 points per game in this series, but what a way to start his scoring here in this ball game.
Referees reviewing if it was released on time. From our vantage point, mukhang good naman. But of course, we've got to see it. And looks like the officials will count this one. Pay attention to JDB's hands. Way ahead of time nung nabitawan niya.
Still 0.5 of a second left. There will be no debate with that shot. JDB finishing off this first quarter with a timely shot.